this video, we're going to continue multiplying polynomials, except they're going to be, I'm going to introduce you to this idea of quantity squared. Okay, this is actually a multiplication problem. It's 2x plus 4, and then it has the parentheses around it, which usually there's something else to multiply to, except we just have this exponent of a 2. So if you see this on a worksheet or in a textbook, you read this problem, you read the inside expression first, 2x plus 4, and then the parentheses, we're going to call that quantity, 2x plus 4 quantity squared. And so what that means is anytime something is squared, that means it's multiplied times itself. And so the best thing to do when you come across a problem like this is I really want you to take a moment and rewrite it. I want you to draw a set of parentheses and put 2x plus 4, close that set of parentheses, and then draw another set of parentheses and repeat exactly what you put in the first parenthesis. Okay? Now this should start looking a little familiar. And we're going to use the FOIL method. Now, if you have not done FOIL in a long time, please go back and find a video that I did called the FOIL method, because that's what we're going to that's exactly what we're going to do, is we're going to work through here kind of quick, so pay attention. We're going to multiply the 2x times the 2x, and that is 4x squared. Then we're going to multiply the 2x times this 4, which is plus 8x. Next, we're going to multiply the 4 in the first binomial times the 2x, which is another 8x. And then we're going to multiply 4 times 4, which is positive 16. Okay, to finish up with our answer, we need two things to happen. We need to keep our answer in descending order, and we need to collect like terms. Right here in the middle, they do both have a coefficient of 8, but what's more important is that they both have the variable x. The variable of the x, that's what makes them like terms. It doesn't matter that the coefficients are the same, that's just coincidence. Descending order means we're going to take the highest exponent and we're going to count down. So 4x squared is our highest. 8x plus 8x is 16x. And then plus 16. Okay, so your answer for this problem is 4x squared plus 16x plus 16. Okay, let's try another problem together. Again, to practice, and I want you to practice this with me. This is 2x minus 3 quantity squared. And what this means is that you need to write this binomial twice, each with its own set of parentheses. And I really encourage that you write it out twice. Sometimes my students see a problem like this and they just try to imagine that it's written out twice, and they try to just work with this expression and multiply back and forth, and it doesn't always end up very well. So I encourage you, it just takes a second to write it out twice, and then you can apply the FOIL method, and it's more likely that you're going to get it correct. So now we're ready to multiply. The 2x times the 2x is 4x squared. The 2x times the negative 3y. Now again, this is a situation where we have two variables. Anytime you have two variables, 3 variables, 4 variables, it doesn't matter. It needs to go in alphabetical order. So this will be negative 6xy. Now we'll go right here. This negative 3y times 2x will also be a negative 6xy. And then last, negative 3y times negative 3y is plus 9y squared. Okay, to finalize this answer, we need to put this in descending order and collect like terms. These two in the middle are our common terms. This combines to negative 12 xy. There's two variables that both have an exponent of a 2. When you're in that situation where you have the same level of exponent or the same number of exponent, you need to go with the one that comes first in the alphabet. So the 4x squared will start the answer. Now the reason the negative 12xy is going to stay in the second position is because it has the x letter. And so descending order is all about the highest exponent to the lowest exponent, one letter at a time. So we're first starting with the letter x. We'll put every term that has x in descending order. Then we'll start with the terms that only have y's in it or other numbers beside x, or other letters besides x. That is why the 9y squared is going to go after that middle term. So your final answer is 4x squared minus 12xy plus 9y squared. Now it's your turn. I want you to pause the video and try some of these problems on your own.